How crystals induce healing, scientific experiments, and evidence. Crystals have long been associated with healing practices and are believed to have the ability to facilitate emotional and physical healing. This chapter delves into the scientific exploration of how crystals induce healing, highlighting experiments conducted to validate their effects on emotional well being and physical ailments. By examining these scientific studies, we can gain a deeper understanding of the potential healing properties of crystals. Emotional healing. Scientific research has examined the influence of crystals on emotional healing, demonstrating their impact on mood, stress reduction, and emotional well being. Dr. Mitchell Gaynor, an integrative oncologist, conducted experiments involving cancer patients to explore the effects of crystals on emotions. His findings suggested that specific crystals, when used in therapy, can promote a sense of calmness, balance, and emotional healing. Scientific experiment. In Dr. Gaynor's experiment, cancer patients were exposed to a crystal chamber designed to emit specific vibrational frequencies. The patient's emotional states were assessed using validated psychological scales, such as the profile of mood states, POMS, before and after the crystal chamber exposure. The results demonstrated a significant reduction in anxiety, depression, and overall emotional distress, indicating the potential of crystals in facilitating emotional healing. Physical healing. Scientific investigations have also explored the impact of crystals on physical healing, particularly in the context of pain management and accelerated recovery. Dr. William A. Tiller, a materials scientist, conducted experiments to assess the effects of crystals on physical ailments. His research suggested that certain crystals possess vibrational properties that can stimulate the body's natural healing mechanisms. Scientific experiment. In Dr. Tiller's experiment, individuals with chronic pain were provided with crystals to wear or place directly on the affected areas. Pain levels were measured using standardized pain assessment scales, such as the Visual Analog Scale, VAS, before and after crystal application. The results indicated a significant reduction in pain intensity, supporting the notion that crystals can contribute to physical healing and pain relief. Crystal Chamber Experiment for Cancer Cure. Dr. Jacob Lieberman, a renowned optometrist and author, conducted experiments involving crystal chambers to explore their potential in cancer treatment. His research aimed to investigate the effects of specific crystal vibrations on cancer cells and the body's healing response. Scientific experiment. In Dr. Lieberman's experiment, cancer cells were exposed to a crystal chamber emitting specific frequencies believed to have anti-cancer properties. The growth and viability of cancer cells were monitored using advanced imaging techniques such as flow cytometry and cell viability assays. The results indicated a significant decrease in cancer cell proliferation and increased cellular apoptosis, suggesting the potential of crystal chambers in cancer treatment. Crystals have long been associated with healing practices and are believed to have the ability to facilitate emotional and physical healing. This chapter delves into the scientific exploration of how crystals induce healing, highlighting experiments conducted to validate their effects on various human ailments. By examining these scientific studies, we can gain a deeper understanding of the potential healing properties of crystals. Emotional healing. Scientific experiment. Dr. Jessica Connor, a clinical psychologist, conducted a study on the effects of rose quartz crystals on individuals with anxiety disorders. Participants were randomly assigned to two groups. One received a rose quartz crystal to hold during therapy sessions, while the other received a placebo crystal. Anxiety levels were measured using standardized anxiety scales before and after the therapy sessions. The results showed a significant reduction in anxiety symptoms in the group that held the rose quartz crystal, providing scientific evidence of its potential for emotional healing. Pain management. Scientific experiment. Dr. Michael Reynolds, a pain management specialist, conducted a study to investigate the effects of amethyst crystals on chronic pain. Participants with chronic lower back pain were given amethyst-infused heating pads to use for a specific duration each day. Pain intensity and functional disability were assessed using validated pain scales and functional outcome measures. The results revealed a significant decrease in pain intensity and improved functional abilities in the group using the amethyst-infused heating pads, suggesting the potential of crystals in pain management. Sleep improvement. Scientific experiment. Dr. Sophia Patel, a sleep researcher, conducted a controlled study on the effects of selenite crystals on sleep quality. Participants with insomnia were randomly assigned to two groups. One received a selenite crystal to place near their bed during sleep, while the other received a placebo object. Sleep quality was assessed using objective measures, such as polysomnography, and subjective measures, including sleep questionnaires. The results demonstrated improved sleep architecture and subjective sleep quality in the group exposed to the selenite crystal, suggesting its potential for enhancing sleep. Immune system enhancement. Scientific experiment. Dr. Andrew Mitchell, an immunologist, conducted an experiment to investigate the effects of citrin crystals on immune system function. Participants were given citrin crystals to hold for a specific duration each day, and blood samples were collected before and after the intervention. Immune markers, such as natural killer cell activity and cytokine levels, were measured to assess immune system function. The results showed a significant enhancement in immune responses in the group that interacted with the citrin crystals, providing scientific evidence of their potential for immune system enhancement. Stress reduction. Scientific experiment. Dr. Olivia Turner, a stress researcher, conducted a study on the effects of black tourmaline crystals on stress reduction. Participants exposed to high levels of occupational stress were provided with black tourmaline jewelry to wear during work hours. Stress levels were measured using validated stress scales and physiological markers, such as cortisol levels. The results demonstrated a significant decrease in self-reported stress levels and reduced cortisol responses in the group wearing the black tourmaline jewelry, suggesting the potential of crystals for stress reduction. Through scientific experimentation conducted by researchers such as Dr. Jessica Connor, Dr. Michael Reynolds, Dr. Sophia Patel, Dr. Andrew Mitchell, and Dr. Olivia Turner, we gain valuable insights into how crystals induce healing for various human ailments. The evidence gathered from these experiments provides a scientific basis for understanding the potential effects of crystals on emotional well-being, pain management, sleep, immune system function, and stress reduction. While further research is needed to fully elucidate the mechanisms behind crystal-induced healing, these scientific investigations contribute to a more objective understanding of the healing properties of crystals.